need to figure out how to do this on Instagram. But for now, YouTube works. So let me get my phone in the tripod. Get this fastened down a little bit. Let's see. Is that good? All right, I want you guys to be able to see what my feet are doing. It keeps me accountable as I try to improve my footwork. That's been the biggest part of my drumming journey for the last couple years. Let's get this tripod adjusted. This tripod won't rotate, which is a little frustrating. It's adjustable in like every direction, but in order to turn it, the only way is to actually turn the full stand, which makes it hard to put it up against the wall, as you can see. But you guys don't care about that. You want to see me play drums. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Practicing some more double bass today. Well, not just double bass. So if anyone's interested, I have these 16th note triplet patterns. I put together a handout for my students. It's 11 different 16th note triplet variations. Should be 12. There's one pretty vital one that I didn't put on the page. And we've been working on this in class, and it's been pretty good for developing their hands. And I'm going to try to play it with my feet. I'll probably warm up with some other stuff before I get to that, though. But that's what's on the docket for today. I'm going to practice for an hour. So I set an hour timer, and I'm going to go for it. I don't really care if anybody's watching, but I'm going to pretend like I've got thousands of people watching to put me in more of a performance mindset rather than just practice. Make the monotonous a little bit more interesting. So I just did a Rosanna drum cover, and I took my other kick pedal off because I was just working on single kick. So I was working that beat up to speed, getting it feeling good. And I've been missing my double bass, so I'm ready to get back on the grind on that today. I've already practiced once today, and it was all hand stuff. So now I've got to get my feet moving. Yeah, all right, I'm going to get going. I'll do probably some slow, fast to slow stuff to start. Yeah. All right, single, slow to fast to slow. Let's see. It's all right, wait, I'm sitting too close. There we go. When I do that warm up, I'm trying to transition from full leg burying the beater, then to full leg playing off the head, and then finally adding ankle, ending with almost all ankle. I need to keep scooting back. I've got a habit of playing pretty far up on the pedals that I'm trying to break, play more in that sweet spot, especially the fastest speed. I like to stay pretty far back. It can help me just kind of dribble the beaters. So let me do that again. blood flowing a little bit. Let's go to the hands. So this pattern's called 7/8. That's what a lot of quad players call it. It's kind of a silly name. It is in 7/8, but it's groupings at 3-2-2, 3-2-2 across the drums in both directions. You never have to cross or do a push, right? Always nice and alternating. Okay. I have a 3D printed dragon. What are you doing? Practicing. 3D printed dragon, that sounds cool. All right, let me do it unison. Okay, this is the 16th note triplet patterns. Should probably play this with my hands first. Seems like a good idea. This is going to be a little tricky to get through. Use one of my moon gels to stick this to my tom. I'm going to survive through the whole page. Stick that down. There we go. All right. Using the mat. Let's see, 100 beats a minute. three patterns again. So the hardest measure in here for my feet is going to be just probably full measure of sextuplets. So I got that at 100 beats a minute. So theoretically, I should be able to play the whole thing. The hardest part is actually going to be the end where I'm switching. But anyway, let me give it my best shot. Popping off. Thanks. All right. Just quarter notes on the stack, halftime groove, and I'm going to play it all on my feet. Let's do it. Those last three patterns. These are the rhythms. Mixing 16th note triplets with 16th notes. I get it with my hands. I totally understand how the rhythm works. It's Michael Murray. Oh, hey, what's up? All right. I can't play those last three patterns, so I'm going to try to teach myself to do it. I don't know if anyone is going to enjoy watching this. It's not going to be pretty. But it's not working. I mean, it's so hard to go from a faster speed to a slower speed, right? Like with the sticks, I'll go from a little bit of a lighter, more rebounded touch. Closing the hands a little bit and more controlled on the 16th notes. Helps me get the right rhythm with my feet. It's that always falling in early. Triplet and That's the first note that slows down. I think if I just try to play the a little louder, it'll help me place it with more intention. So I'm thinking light and then placing those last two notes because that's where the rhythm actually changes. Okay, off the left. Okay. Displacement, and I just start with 16ths and I move that triplet through the whole measure. It's like a moving eighth note exercise. If I displace those triplets through, then I think I'll develop the control I need to play these patterns as written. Put that rim shot on the and have it sound nice with the kicks. I need to try that. So my brain is okay with 16ths off the right foot lead, and I think I can hit most subdivisions at least 80% accuracy with my left hand while I'm doing that. I'm all right. But when I do off the left foot lead, because the triplet switches it every bar, and I'm trying to play a snare with the right foot. That's tough. Oh, Michael's got to go back to his online class. Good luck. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right, this is the non-glamorous stuff. Here I am practicing. I think everybody's got to do it. Everybody's got to go back to the basics, make sure they're dialed in on all their subdivisions. And double stops are hard. It's one thing between the hands. You got double stops between the hands pretty locked down. Mostly. But doing it between your hands and your feet with no sort of flamming, like that's not acceptable. That's not either. It's got to be one sound, not the snare and kick separate, just a big snare / kick note. Locked, you know? I mean, that can ruin a groove if you're playing. It's hard to get those truly unison. Anyways, I'm avoiding playing the real pattern. So let me play the real pattern. I was just doing single triplets. I think the difficulty is having two of them back to back. In that fashion. That was better. Nice. Let me pause the mic real quick. So if anyone's interested, the real difficulty of this pattern, it's a unique switch in rhythm, especially when you play it faster. Probably faster than I am now. It's slow. This is slow enough I should be able to control it. We practice our hairtas so much. And getting that nice little tight 30-second burst. Right? And then we practice even groupings of singles all the time. Or in this case, it's 5 notes. Right? And then we practice the Hertz version. But this isn't even. It's also not tight. It's like right in the middle. Even that was a little on the tight side. It's really difficult to keep it rounded out enough. There's a Tool song that does this. What is it? Zombie. It's something like, you know. thinking of. What's that song? I can't remember what that one's called. Another Tool song. The Pop. Anyway, these triplet things. Those were real Hertas. 30 seconds with these tripletize. That's difficult. All right, let's play it again. This is line number 9 on the sheet. I need the net for this. Oh, that's slow. I got this. It's always goes line up with my left foot. All right, now line 10. All right. Why This says, "Hey, I'm a huge fan. I strive to be a great drummer like you." Ah, thanks. I'm still working on the greatness part. Got to get my feet to move. But thank you. Appreciate it. What's your profile? Why This? All right. Strive to be a great drummer like me. Wow, that makes me feel really good. Thank you. It's all about the journey. You know, I think so far in my drumming career, I've been very focused on the results of always making the next video, auditioning, making it into my next group, getting that next gig, teaching opportunity, performance opportunity. And I've been really lucky the last few years. I've had some great opportunities. So now I'm at a place where I'm comfortable, and now I can zoom out and look back and realize that it's about the journey, not just the destination. There really is no destination as a musician. It's just landmarks along the way, you know? So this stuff, you know, sometimes I say it's mind-numbing work. I probably shouldn't even say that because it really isn't. But this is the journey that takes you to where you want to go. Zooming in, strengthening your weaknesses. Right? I know my feet are a weakness of mine, so I'm doing practice like this every single day to strengthen that up. And it's not about having the fastest feet in the world or the most foot control in the world. I just love working on it. Just love working on it. So I'm going to keep working. All right. Let me play. You know, I don't even want to play the whole page. I'm just going to focus on these last few patterns. And because there's some people on here, here's the sheet if you guys want to screenshot that and play through these on your own. I figure that's probably the best resolution. I'm practicing these bottom few lines. So let me keep going. What time is it? I gotta check. I'm like 40 minutes already. I've only got 20 minutes left. All right. Better get going then. 20 minutes left till I gotta leave. Let's do it. All right. I might play Rosanna at the end. The other day. Basically a 4-2-1 grid. The four variations are basically a panada or a right, left, left. The next one's the same thing with a rim shot on the first left hand. Then back to right, left, left. And then a rim shot on the second left hand. Okay? They're doing the 4-2-1 grid format with that. That's his triplets, but I've been working on doing left hand. My left hand isn't really chopping out. It's more playing it as 16ths is more of a mind game for me, just with that polyrhythm or polymeter, I should say, if I want to be a nerd. But first, let me finish my double bass stuff. Catching myself avoiding playing the stuff that I suck at. I want to work on my hands, not my feet. I'm not going to let myself do it. All right, so this is last three patterns, putting 16th note triplets on the down beats, on the up beats, and then the last one mixes them down and up. punishing myself at the end. I messed up the floor toms, then I got the feet. Then I nailed the floor toms, messed up the feet. Finally, the last time I'd say I got it all. I gotta quit leaning. And the balance changes so much. All right, I got through that. I couldn't play that 40 minutes ago. Now I can play it. That feels good. Cool. What's next? I want to try to practice playing this wrong. I keep thinking someone said something new, but nobody has. I need to just move the chat out of the way. There we go. So here's a little lesson, little tidbit. Practice playing things wrong, but intentionally wrong. So I like to, if I'm struggling with a rhythm, I'll try to play it too open and I'll try to play it too closed. Slur it in both directions. So the classic example is, and I have a video of this up on my YouTube shorts, tap fives. So you have triplet tap fives, right? Then you have, did I break my snare? That sounds different. Anyway, it's triplet tap fives. Then you have a fivelet version, same sticking, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, left, but all fivelets. And then you have the more squared off version, which is 8 notes in 30 seconds. Right? So the first one I'm feeling is a triplet. Next is fivelet. And the last one, 8 notes in 30 seconds. So I'll practice those. Doesn't work great as a 4-2-1 grid. The ones are weird, and it's off the same hand every time. So every time I play the 5, it's off the left. And then, of course, every time I play the 32nd, it's also off the left. But anyway, if I would just take out one of the other variations and not repeat the triplets, it would work better. Control on the spacing, the fine details of triplet tap fives. So I'm going to try that with this. So I've got, it's a group of 5 notes. 1 E triplet 2, or triplet and a 2. Those are my 2 variations. So if I were to slur that, it'd be either a fivelet, or the other more squared off version would be the straight herta. So let me play these and try out those 2 different ways. The fivelet one's going to be really basic. I say that now until I try to play it. So let's do it. This is 16ths and 5s. Basic. Variations, down, up, and then mixing. 2 and 4. Which kind of makes those harder. Okay, that's even harder. Now let's go back to the triplets. Hopefully this will be easier. One more time. No flams here. No crushed triplets. All right, let's see. Why this says nice. I actually played on a drum set for the first time a week ago. That seems complicated, but really cool. Awesome. So you played on the drum set for the first time a week ago. I'm going to assume you're a marching snare player. Most of the people that follow me are drumline or marching snare players. Let me know if you're still on here. Or if you're just only a week into drumming, that's also great. Okay, I worked on what I needed to work on. It's been 50 minutes. I need to play this faster. The never-ending cycle. Oh, my laptop's gonna die. I've got 9%, I'll last. All right. Yeah, I subscribed from the marching snare stuff. Awesome. Sweet. It's always going to be weaker than the double pedal, but I can get it to sound decent. All right, I'm going to play the whole page now. This is 110, a little faster. Hi-oh. same rhythm with a paradiddle diddle with the hands. That's pretty tough to get all lined up. All right, hey, there's some slop, but I made it through. Let's go faster. All right, hopefully I'm at the speed. Good. Those triplets are actually going to be easier at this speed. I don't know if you can tell, the hardest part for me was those single triplets on the right. Not quite fast enough that I can scoot back and just go to the ankle. I was kind of in that weird in-between phase, but I think 120. It's fast enough that I can give up all control and just flick my ankles. Give up some rhythmic accuracy, but all right, let's see. I can start that. Left foot was early. I'm getting carried away with the ad libs, and it's making me play worse. I was doing 8 notes on the stack, all sorts of stuff. If I'm going to play this at this tempo, I need no variations. I need to put all my brain power into my feet. Let's do it. right, that was hard. That was hard. I know, like, I've been getting a little bit into weightlifting. And lifting, like training to failure, is a big thing. And I played that. So that means I'm not at failure yet. Let's go 10 more clicks. But before I do that, I've got to stretch out my left shin. Gotta stretch out that ankle and shin. So I previously gave myself some shin splints practicing, and this was probably limb dependence is something I need to work on a lot. Drum set definitely confuses my brain, lol. Yeah, no kidding. Me too. No kidding. So I gave myself shin splints early this year because I was practicing a lot of double bass and using the wrong muscles. I was using pretty much all shin muscles rather than calves. And if anyone else is having this issue, here is what fixed it for me. I was practicing like heel down stuff, and at least me, when I do this, I don't know if you guys can hear that, Matt, let me pause it. When I do this motion, I feel my shins flex. My calves are like soft. I'm not using them. And I can literally feel the muscles. I'm not using them. So for whatever reason, that motion of pulling up, it just uses the shin. And if I practice anything where I'm lifting my legs up, I'm using my hip flexors up in here to hold my legs, and then my shins to play. Just making my shins burn. The way I finally fixed it was not doing this with the heels down, but doing the opposite. Bouncing the heels, keeping the balls of my feet down on the ground. Seems pretty backwards, but it actually was like revolutionary for me. Is that the right word? Revolutionary? I don't know. Revolutionized my playing. And I can go so much faster and so much easier with that. And that's what gets my calves activated and my shins are relaxed if I play in that way. So anyway, I don't know if this will help anyone, but you know, it really helped me, and it took me way too long to figure out. So if anyone else is getting shin splints from double bass playing, this is what did it for me. I would start off the pedals and just bounce my heels like this, kind of like that nervous sort of twitch that you get. And then I just slowly inch my feet forward and not let the muscles. And it turns into a pretty quick roll. Pretty quick roll. At first, of course, when I first did it, it was like I'd get to the pedals. And it would be that. It took a little bit of practice to get it to turn into a roll and to have some sort of control over a twitch. But now, as you can see, now I gotta play this. Let myself cool down enough. This is 1:30. I need like some smelling salts before I try to play this. I reached the point of failure, the point of no return. That is enough. That is enough work on that. I'll revisit that another day. I think I've burned that sheet of music. Burned it out. I'm burnt out on that. Those are the words I'm looking for. Whew. All right. All right, let me work on my left hand because it's played nothing but this whole practice session. So just like I know my feet are a bit of a weakness, I'm a traditional grip player. But this, as you can tell, that sucks. Hitting full rim shots with traditional grip on a hard metal hoop. I'm not doing that for the rest of my life as a set player. So I'm playing matched. Because, I mean, listen to this groove. I still have more chops with traditional. I really do. But listen to this groove when I try to play it with traditional. Versus matched. I just like, I can hit shots. I can't play stuff like that. It's a little easier if I totally jack up my hand. Go all jazz kitty cat. But I get no rebound like that. Check out this groove. Let me work on my left hand. And you know, I'm gonna play this on the hi-hat. No, I'm not. It's awkward. Play it on the ride. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. So let's start with some triplets. I'm gonna do this no mat because I don't feel like it. I don't feel like playing with the mat. hand, not as much up here. It does help with rim shot accuracy. I mean, for a marching snare, the start of your grip has got to be in the front. I'm a firm believer. Play anything like that. You got to have a fulcrum in the front of the hand. But this is one of the cases. Really helps for rim shot accuracy, because there's more, when you hold in the front, there's more variables in terms of the stick pivoting, where it can be at a slightly different angle when you hit shots. Like, try to play a rim shot roll. It's full rim shots. Just holding with the front. Not going to be very accurate. Try to hold with just the pinkies. So anyway, I don't remember why I was bringing that up, but that helps with my accuracy. A little bit of a drop helps, but I have a tendency to drop too far, and that's where I get that thin backbeat, like that sound. With more rim, less head. I need more head, less rim. That's where that full sound comes from. Not that, but that. Okay? Okay, it's like I'm teaching a lesson. I'm just teaching myself right now. Let's do it. Okay, let's go to 16th. So about the same speed. Challenge. So I'm gonna have this going. Right hand going back and forth between the bell. Moving the finger out of the way so I can do this fast splash. All right. So right, left, right hand going back and forth. And 8 notes. Left foot. Splashes and regular chicks with the heel and the ball of the foot. And then I've got groups of 3. The right foot and left hand, gridding that rim shot placement. When I say it all out loud, it sounds kind of complicated. It doesn't sound that crazy though. where my left hand just kind of spazzes out, and I've got to quit doing that. This is getting in the way. I keep hitting here. I either need to raise my there or figure out how to keep this action lower. Let me try one more variation. Over it. That's like I tell. My foot's getting tired. I'm starting to have some misfires where the double just doesn't happen at all. Wow! I had him a second ago. Anyway. Okay, I need to work and improve this guy. I'm going to try to make that one of my dailies. To keep working on with that left hand. And I'll slowly get better at it. Let me play one more groove before I'm done because I just got inspired to pull out this double bass pattern with some cowbells. Have some fun with this. Let's see. Well, you know, I really should just put it on. Got this guy right here. Got this little tiny stack symbol. Stick the cowbell up there and have at it. All right. Man, that positioning is so far off from what it needs to be. I've got to adjust that a little bit. I need this thing like down here. Yeah. This should probably be played with snares off. I'll do it with snares on. So I got what? Let's just start right on it. And then what else? Alright, one more groove, because I've got the cowbell. I gotta work on that one too. Man, just lists and lists of things to work on. Well, that's not good. Got my finger on something. Must have been on the cowbell? I don't know. All right. My finger's bleeding. It's probably a good time to end it. Kind of rambling at this point. My practice session, my focus has tapered off a little bit. probably time to call it a day. Let me get my setup back to normal with this little stack. You know, that positioning might actually be better, having it kind of tucked in low there. I actually kind of prefer that. It'll be close to the snare mic, but you guys can't even see that, can you? All right, that's all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to try to do these at least once a week. Who knows? Makes practicing a little bit more novel. That's the word I was looking for, about an hour. So anyway, I'll end it here. Thanks for tuning in.